There is an experience where you can go to the farm yourself and pick what you like, kind of like foraging.
But are they like animals, or are you talking about
No,
like
not
plants, right? Like
Yeah,
plants and
plants.
vegetables.
Okay.
You're not gonna pick which piggy should I eat
No,
today?
that's why.
No. They're
Like,
all plants.
She's however many pounds, very healthy, like nothing to worry about. Like, I was like, I don't want to see that. Like,
No, you go foraging for vegetables and fruit.
Wow.
So you can pick like
okay.
kale, spinach.
I still haven't been to the Philippines. I want to go so badly.
You should
Oh, you
visit the
haven't?
beaches. If you like scuba diving.
I love the beaches. I love nature. So
I love nature too. So you would love the farm as well.
Wait, do you like scuba diving too? Oh wait, no, you can't. Wait, can you swim?
what's scuba diving is the whole suits thing.
With the oxygen
with the tank.
No, I meant snorkeling
Snorkeling is
with
fun
the life
too.
vest.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's just as fun.
Yeah. You know how to scuba dive? Do you know how to scuba dive?
Yes.
No,
You have your license?
I don't have a license. This is bad. But I scuba dive a lot. I just don't have a license because I've never had like 3 days straight where I could just take
Swim,
courses.
yeah.
But I've gone scuba diving with masters.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty equipped. I just don't have the license.
Oh, you need a license to go scuba diving?
On
I
your
mean,
own.
like-
Yeah, on your own.
You could do for
Oh,
fun.
on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can go with a dive master.
Yeah.
Right, and that's
But
fine,
you
right?
can
Okay.
only go a certain
like depth.
like
Elevation.
limit. Yeah.
Oh.
When you go to the Philippines, you don't really want to go for Manila. You want to go to like the beaches. really.
Beaches. How do you manage your stress? Money help you relieve stress?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought about that. Oh, you mean like
That's probably yes. Then
Because some people, when they're stressed, sometimes they
Yeah.
impulse buy stuff,
yeah.
like be out and whatever they usually won't get, they'll be like, let's get it.
yeah, they impulsively buy
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that habit. No.
That's good.
Luckily, I feel like that's a dangerous habit to have, especially in our
Yeah.
like when you're working and you're always stressed and then you're just
Mm.
like, oh, I'm just going to go buy myself a new bag.
Yeah.
No, especially these days too, because you can just buy everything online. Like you don't need to actually go
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
and buy it. I'm
then, like-
stressed and you just open like an app.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah. I mean, it could be I think it's better than like harming yourself if you're stressed or like
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
things that are bad for you, right? But no, I don't have that problem.
Probably not. Then I'll just put it in the wish list just because I like it.
Yeah, and think about it, like give
Yeah.
yourself time.
Mm.
If you still want it after like a week. then you're
Yeah,
not.
or like something.
No, because
But I'm so scared to buy secondhand stuff
right.
because like I don't know if
You
it'll
don't
come
know.
to me working or not, and I don't want to
Yeah.
have that stress. But I think I am a maximizer because I honestly don't enjoy shopping. I get stressed when I shop. I feel pressured for
Oh.
some
too.
reason because I want to make sure that when the stuff that I buy, I'll use it over and over again.
Mm.
And I really, really like good quality stuff. So
Right.
I like expensive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I will shop I won't shop that
Often. But when you do shop, you'll make sure you get a good quality.
Yeah, something I can use over and over again and that will last me a long time.
Mm.
So I really have to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a cheap version of you. I want something that I could use for a long time, but I don't want to spend the money. I spend the money, but I want it to last
I
a
think
long
that's
time.
everyone. That's all of us. We want good quality
Yeah.
stuff, but we don't really want to spend
Yeah.
money. What do you think you spend the most money on these
Mm.
days?
These days?
Yeah.
Me travel, like plane tickets, hotels, that kind of stuff. I'm constantly going back and forth from the Philippines to LA, Korea, actually. I've been
Dang.
coming to Korea a lot. So I spend the most money on that. And I can't fly economy. So I'm always getting business class tickets for myself.
That's a lot of money. But then I don't know how Filipino companies work, but doesn't the company pay for that stuff?
No, because this is all personal stuff that I'm doing. Like, Careless is my Filipino management.
Uh-huh.
So when I go to America, that's not really, I mean, they do take care of everything that I do there too, but it's not really theirs. It's more of my kind of thing.
Oh, okay, so I think it's probably more similar to American like agencies,
Yeah.
I see.
So I have
not
an
the
American.
Korean like
Yeah.
company like management thing. That
No.
yeah.
Are you
Okay,
planning
okay.
on getting like an American agency? Someone.
I have 2 managers in America. I'm signed to them.
So do you know
okay.
Usong? Do you know Sammy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
And then I have another management for acting called Authentic.
Authentic.
So they're based in LA and New York.
Cool.
Careless, transparent, and authentic.
Yeah. Cool names, right?
Like, I feel like you pick your companies off of the names at this point.
You could say that, yeah. No, it's always the vibe.
The vibe, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they have a reason they named it that too. I'm sure they all kind of have those kind of...
They have their own
like,
stories.
laid back and kind of freer vibes.
Yeah. The way that I like to manage my stress without spending any money is like, I just like surrounding myself with people that make me feel good. And I like to do, things that kind of take away from me thinking about my triggers, whatever triggers me to be stressed, which is usually like, I just like talking to people, eating good food. I mean, that costs money, but not that much.
Right.
And well, recently I started getting back into playing games again. So
What sort of
What
games?
kind of games?
Call of Duty Mobile.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard playing on the phone because your finger here cramps up.
Yeah, my finger usually cramps like right here.
Yeah,
really?
because I put too much power.
Yeah.
You're gonna like crack your phone.
Because I'm a noob, so I have to be like
Yeah, I mean, I play on Xbox, but I still suck. I suck at first-person shooter games, I think.
I think it's
fun.
easier on the phone. I'm bad with controllers.
Oh,
Yeah, I can never do the PlayStation stuff. I much rather just prefer computer.
Really?
Yeah,
That's very Korean, I feel like, though.
it's very like millennial. Is it
Millennial.
millennial?
Oh, is it? No.
Gen Z,
No,
millennial.
What do Gen Zs? I feel like Gen Zs just play everything on the phone. No,
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm Gen Z, so I play on the phone.
I
Yeah,
like
'cause-
computer.
Yeah, because when we were growing up in the States, everyone played console. But then all the Korean kids that came to America, they would look for like PC bang. They're like,
right.
where's the PC bang? I'm like, what? Like, PC bang. I'm like, what is that? What's a PC bang?
What is a PC bomb?
It's like an internet cafe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Those are popular in the Philippines too.
Oh, really?
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But so, like all the Korean people would look for that. So then I found out that, like Korean people,
Yeah.
they were all playing on PC.
Yeah.
Dota.
Yeah,
I
so
remember
then
Windows 98.
they were all like trying to look for internet cafes to play StarCraft
Yeah.
and stuff. I was just like, what? Like,
Oh, when I started making money, I started making money when I was 12.
dang.
Oh, because I started working.
Right, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you started working at
But
12, so.
yeah, so it wasn't that much at the time. Like I wasn't a baller or anything, but compared to my classmates, obviously, it was different. I had bigger responsibilities. I'm also the breadwinner of my family in the Philippines, meaning I provide everything kind of for them.
Right.
So I was the one that put myself through high school because I went to a private high school, so I paid for my tuition.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Paid for my brother's tuition as well. And then I only really started making good money when I was 16 because that's when I was casted in my first lead role TV series. And then all of the brands that I started endorsing came in, and I had what we call a mandatory account at the bank, which is an account that I put 60% of my earnings from every contract that I get straight into. And then I'm not allowed to touch that for like leisure or anything. I'm only allowed to use it for like
Taxes.
taxes or big purchases like real estate. Investments.
Okay,
Yeah.
investments. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's kind of how I managed my finances. And then I only started really managing my own finances like by myself last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, hopefully you don't start impulse buying.
No, I think because I had people overseeing me throughout my career,
Yeah.
that's one thing that I never.
You'll never
never
probably
had.
do. Yeah.
So you
crazy.
got into the entertainment world because you wanted to pursue this career, right? Or because I know a lot of like Disney stars that were child actors, they kind of, because they were the breadwinner for their family, I mean, their parents wanted them to have a successful career in acting so they could, you know, live a more comfortable life. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people got into it for that reason. So I'm wondering at that young age if you got into it because you wanted to, or was it kind of like your parents saying, hey, try this? Like,
No, I didn't get into showbiz because I wanted to. It was actually that kind of similar setup. I went to the Philippines because my parents in the States, so I was adopted by my grandparents, but I call them, they're my parents, so I call them mom and dad. My dad got very sick. He had open heart surgery twice. And so eventually we had to go to me and my brother had to go to the Philippines to live with my biological father and to meet him also because he left the States when I was 6 months old or something like that. So I never had a relationship with him. And they wanted me to kind of start building that relationship, but also they physically couldn't take care of us at the moment because my grandpa was very ill. So we went to the Philippines, and my dad's life in the Philippines wasn't back then wasn't the greatest. He was living with a relative. He was working for that relative of ours. And so around the age of 12, my grandparents were sending me money, you know, for our expenses. And I started feeling bad that they were sending us money despite all the expenses that they had for his like medical stuff. And so I wanted to start helping kind of. I was always kind of entrepreneurial minded. So I would like do like side hustles when I was young. I had like a lemonade stand, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so
I would be the kid buying the lemonade instead of selling it.
Yeah. So I was always like trying to find ways to make money so I could buy stuff for myself. I would babysit my siblings and ask for money, stuff like that. So at 12, I was like, why don't I go into modeling? Because a lot of like people were approaching me to start an acting career actually. And I was like, I don't want to act. I'm too shy for that. Maybe modeling. And so I went into modeling, and then 6 months later, they were like, oh, you'd be perfect for acting. So I was like, I might as well grab the opportunity if it's really calling for me. And so, yeah, I went into acting, started making money. By the age of 16, I bought my first house. Oh, 17, sorry. I bought my first house.
Wow.
What?
Was
16?
17, actually.
17? I was still trying to figure out how to do like the geometry.
I was pretending to be all emo, listening to Linkin Park in high school. Like,
Dang.
oh my gosh. Wait, so was there ever a time when you wanted to quit?
I genuinely love acting. I genuinely love art and telling stories, and I love working with people on sets.
That's good. That's good.
There are aspects of showbiz that, you know, are difficult that I don't enjoy as much, but you know, it comes with it. So I just have to accept it.
What's like the biggest difference between Filipino showbiz and like the States?
Well, just like Korean showbiz or entertainment or culture, I would say it's very conservative too.
Like
in the
America?
Philippines?
In the Philippines. In the Philippines. It's very conservative, and also very one-dimensional, I would say.
Oh, really?
Because for actors, the main kind of genre that everybody does is romance. Romantic dramas, romantic comedies. So there's not a lot of variety in the type of projects that we get.
Is that why they love K-dramas so much too?
Yes.
K-drama is really popular in Philippines.
Yes, it's all about love, which is cute. But for an actor, I feel like it hinders our growth. I've always liked kind of edgier stuff personally. Like I like watching shows like K-dramas like The Glory, My Name, those kind of stuff, or like in America, Euphoria. So I've always wanted to do those kind of genres or projects myself.
Right.
But those opportunities don't really come to me because that's not what the market in the Philippines demands for. And so if the market's not ready for that in the Philippines, I decided to just look for it elsewhere. In America,
Hollywood.
yeah, in America, I would say everything's very exploratory. Everything's kind of, how do you say it? They're always just trying to find new things to do, find new.
They're more open-minded.
Yeah, more open. Yeah, definitely more open-minded.
Well, I have a question then. So you know how you have the, what was it? Love member? What was it?
Love team.
Oh yeah, love team.
Wait, but doesn't team mean that there's more than 2 people?
Yes,
Right?
but I don't know. They call it love team.
It gets confusing every time
it's
I'm like,
because we still
two
do.
people could be a team.
Yeah,
wouldn't
there's
they
2
call it
of
like
us,
a duo or a
like in
couple?
front of the camera, but we have a team of people behind us creating the projects, managing us.
Oh, okay. That makes
sense. Okay.
So let's say you have a love team, and then you get casted in like a Hollywood film, and then you shoot with another guy in the Hollywood film. Does that affect your love team stuff in the Philippines? Or are they like, oh, it's like Hollywood, it's an exception. Like if it's out of the Philippines, like it's an exception.
So it hasn't actually happened yet for any other love team actor. I would like to assume that if that happened, it would be the exception because they're like, oh, it's Hollywood. Like, of course she should do it. People wouldn't get mad about it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it hasn't happened yet. And so that's why I think a lot of my fans are kind of, especially fans of the love team, are kind of scared that
how the reaction is going to be?
They're scared. Well, they were scared. I don't think they're scared anymore because I've been doing this for about a year. But in the beginning, when I kind of was transitioning, they were scared of losing the love team. But I did make it very clear in a lot of interviews that I'm no longer doing love team stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of people, celebrities, who come out and say they're not going to do love team stuff?
My manager, the owner of Careless, was one of the first to kind of do that. Yeah. Or what happens is like the people that are in love teams break up in real life and then they don't want to work together anymore. So that's kind of usually how love teams end in the Philippines. But for it to be like a decision that you make on your own to just end it, that's kind of uncommon.
Oh my
That's so interesting.
If these love teams they're dating in real life, but they're fighting and they want to break up, I feel like some parts of them may hinder them from doing that because
like, think of our career.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It gets scary because you're like, oh, if we break up, then it'll be hard for us to work together. We won't get projects anymore. If we don't get projects, we don't get endorsements. If we don't get endorsements, we don't have money. How are we going to take care of our families? A lot of actors in the Philippines are breadwinners. So we always think about, it's like a chain effect.
Right.
If we break up with this person.
Me. It's about
my
family and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wait, for housing in the Philippines, is it similar to Korea where we have monthly rent or just buying the house and like a lump sum payment that rents your house that you can rent a house for 2 years? Is the system the same?
For like actors or?
No, just people in general.
Oh, yeah, they have
the housing. How does the housing work there?
I think like if you have money, people prefer to purchase properties. That's kind of the mindset. People don't like wasting money on rent. But a lot of people that don't, can't afford properties yet, they rent. And it's the same where you kind of pay
deposit.
Yeah, like a deposit of like a year and then upfront.
Do they have a thing where it's like a big deposit and then they don't pay monthly rent, but then it ends in like 2 years or something like the contract?
I'm not sure. Do they? No, they don't.
I think that's like a Korean thing. Yeah, 전세. Yeah. I mean, I found about it in Korea first too. So they have the monthly rent thing. It's like you put down a deposit and then you pay monthly rent. And then once the contract is over, you get your deposit back. And then there's purchasing. But then in Korea, there's like this like middle like weird one where it's like you just pay like a big deposit. It's cheaper than purchasing it, but it's way more expensive than like renting. A deposit and renting. It's like a pretty big deposit, and then you just pay like the utility fees and stuff for about 2 years, and then you get your big deposit back.
Oh.
It's
I've never heard about that.
It's
Wow.
interesting.
I think people would actually like that in the Philippines.
Yeah.
But I think they're like slowly getting rid of it in Korea too. Like you see less and less of it.
Liza, what are your plans for the rest of the week?
I'm going to be filming that travel series for the rest of the week till the 14th. It's so fun because I'm just like experiencing Korea from like a local's perspective, trying all the best restaurants,
Ooh.
activities. So it's a good time. It doesn't feel like work really. I'm just having fun.
Wait, so do you
When you're
have
on,
like
like, a
a
tour.
hairstylist, makeup artist, and stylist here in Korea?
Sorry.
Do you have like a separate hairstylist, makeup artist, stylist?
I've been going to makeup shops every day and
okay.
trying
Ooh.
different ones.
Ah.
Yesterday, the makeup artist of Blackpink did my makeup. I was really
Ooh,
excited.
Did you
about
like
that.
it?
I loved it. Like I didn't want to remove my makeup, but then obviously you can't go to sleep with
Did
makeup
you take
on.
a lot of selfies?
I did. None that I'm ever going to upload. I don't like uploading selfies of myself.
Why share your beauty with the world?
I get so
Yeah.
shy.
Most beautiful in 2017. Flex that.
I actually took the selfie so that I can remember how to do the makeup myself.
I see.
Oh, okay.
So are you most active on Instagram then?
That's
Out of all
interesting.
platforms? Or Twitter?
Yes, that's my most active one, but it's if you look at it, it's not very active. I think my last post was a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just not big on SNS.
Yeah, it's so toxic. Like for my mental health, I try to stay off of it. I have become addicted to TikTok lately though. Like I don't
Just
post,
watching.
I watch because I learn so much from it. I don't know if I'm learning accurate things though.
I know. So I'm always like,
Yeah.
is this correct?
I want to
Like,
believe half the stuff you see on.
I don't believe it all, but it's just like it's just interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I remember there was like recently there was one circulating. It was kind of going viral. Like if you like push your thumb or something, like you get like a high.
What?
If you
And I was
pinch your
like-
thumb,
If you just
Like
pinch
something
your
like
thumb?
that, and like people were like literally like half the comments were like, "Oh my gosh, I wish I found out about this earlier," and then half the comments are like, "Cap, stop capping," like cap. It's just like all the blue like cap emojis and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like stop lying. But I'm just like, wow, people like actually like believe this stuff? Like
No,
like,
I think they're being sarcastic. No, they're trying to make other people believe
I
it
feel like
too.
it's like more clickbaity than
maybe
anything.
like I don't know.
There's
but,
one
like,
that I learned though that because I sneeze a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you push your tongue to the roof of your mouth, it'll stop a sneeze. I tried it yesterday.
It works.
It worked.
only sometimes.
But I don't know
though.
if it was a psychological thing where I was like, this has to work. And so it worked. But I guess
It
might
does
be-
work sometimes.
I'm gonna try it next time.
Yeah.
Sometimes like looking at like bright lights help
Makes
people
you
too.
sneeze. It makes it come out.
Bright
Oh,
light
whoa,
makes
what
you
the-
sneeze.
Yeah, because when I want to
Oh, is it
sneeze,
the opposite? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
when I want to
Maybe.
sneeze, I look at a light.
Yeah.
Like if it can't come out.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
it was that then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true. Oh, I wish I could sneeze right now.
And there's like the brain free stuff too, like where they say
Also that, yeah, push it to
like
the
push
roof
your
of
tongue
mouth.
to the roof of your mouth, or like press your thumb to the roof of your mouth.
Mhm.
Done what?
Brain freeze for
To
brain
stop
freeze.
brain freeze?
No,
Oh,
to stop your brain.
It does
What?
help because when you eat something cold, it freezes the roof of your mouth, so your tongue warms it back up. So it's just like the nerves.
But then for me, like when I'm eating like ice cream or something, like my tongue gets cold too. So
You know, I've never gotten
so,
a
like,
brain
I
freeze.
get what?
You've never?
I've never gotten a brain freeze. So when people are like, "Oh, brain freeze," I'm like, "What does that feel
I got
like?"
In the
some
Philippines, when that happens,
crazy like I
because
don't know.
my dad and I, we used to eat ice cream and then they'd get brain freeze. And I'm like, I don't have it. And then he was like, oh, because you don't have a brain. And I'm like, that's rude. One of those people that waits for your ice cream to melt before you eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like anything frozen to be super frozen before.
Oh.
Or like anything that's hot, I love it super hot when I eat it.
Oh, what?
Like extreme.
I can't eat hot food.
Seriously,
I
your
suck at eating
esophagus
hot food.
burns.
I probably burn my tongue twice a week.
Oh, stop eating hot food.
No, but
Cool it down.
I like it like that.
Oh, then you must love Korean food. Our stews
do.
are so
What?
hot,
I love sundubu
boiling
chicken.
hot.
That's
I
the
love it so much.
First time I've heard anyone. I love burning my tongue.
It's not that I love it. I just love hot food, and I don't mind burning my tongue for it.
But after you
It
burn
feels weird,
it
right?
feels
I don't mind.
weird.
It's okay.
It's time to say goodbye.
Aw.
I know you weren't feeling too well, so I hope you get
okay.
better and
Thank
get
you.
some
Get some
rest.
rest.
I had all those injections, vitamins.
Yeah.
Did you get medicine too?
Yeah.
You did?
What
Okay.
is that Korean medicine that I got that you don't like?
I don't believe in that stuff, but hopefully it works for you.
I don't know
help
if
with
I'm
your
gonna try it.
stamina.
I don't
maybe.
like.
It tastes really bad.
I tried something the other day and it made me gag. So I don't know if I'm gonna take
What?
this. I'm
Oh
scared.
no. Mom always makes you eat that.
And then they make them into balls too.
yeah.
Oh my
those
gosh,
are the worst. Blech.
What's it called? 공진당? 공진단?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like they try to make it look all fancy by like making it gold and stuff. It doesn't help. It just tastes like crap. Like, and then it's round too, so it looks like deer crap. So when I eat it, like it's like, you know what? This is probably the texture and how it tastes too, like deer crap. Like that's probably how it tastes and the
Well,
texture.
you're
too.
making me not want to take it. So
No,
Well,
you
good
gotta
luck. I
take
hope
it
you
to
like
get
Korean
healthy.
That's,
Go
that's
follow
easy.
her. I'll be on the lookout for the movie.
thank you.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yep.
And,
Oh, it's like kind of like your name
Lisa,
too.
Liza.
yeah. And I hope we can meet again
Me too.
when you
Thank
visit
so
Korea.
much.
Come back here.
Yeah, and do like a YouTube collab or something.
Oh, you have your own
That'd
channel
be
too.
awesome. Yeah.
What kind of vlogs?
Well, like I started it during the pandemic too. So I did a lot of vlogs, especially because that's when I moved out and started living on my own. But these days I've been slacking because I've been busy with other work. So I haven't been able to upload much. But yeah.
Just hit me up when
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you.